want to be cool? This is a robbery!
Any of you fucking pricks move! And I'll execute every motherfucking last one of you!
All right. Of course, it's always about you, isn't it?
You think you could follow that act?
Hey guys, this is Eddie McClintock, and no, I'm not David Boreanaz, and you are listening to the Metal Hand of God podcast.
Don't worry if you don't make it out alive. We'll give you your money back. Guaranteed.
This is gonna be fun.
My son is hiding behind me. Go ahead. And welcome back to the Metal Hand of God podcast. I am your host, Wayne, and with me is the young man over here with come on, say your name.
Oh, I'm Rum Guy.
Yeah, that's right. And our forever beautiful
Matt Robin, the sweetest man in the world, captain of industries. You have a small child behind you.
Yeah, I know. I do. It's right there. I don't give a shit though. It's okay.
All right.
This is gonna be the worst episode because I'm gonna be seeing all kind of bad stuff, and then I'm like, what a horrible father. But we have an incredible guest with us, man. Ruckus, what's up, dude? Thank you for joining us.
Howdy. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, man.
You know, we're glad you took the time out to come hang out with us for a little while, you know?
Absolute treat and a pleasure, man. I've been silk screening all morning, so it was time to take a break.
Yeah. Let's understand, man.
Before we get to what I would say, a lot of people know you from, I want to say you just mentioned silk screening.
Chippendales.
I have an amazing,
exactly, Chippendales
t-shirt business in which I will be purchasing a lot from. I was checking it out.
I appreciate you, man.
Very, very cool stuff. Very, very cool stuff.
A lot of fun, man. And it's cool. And it's fun to bring back old Vegas shit that, you know, and not just even Vegas, but I'm doing mostly Vegas stuff because that's what I've got. I mean, that's what
a lot of those
surrounded with, you know, like every one of those shirts is basically something that's on one of the walls in my house.
That's
a lot of those locations aren't even there anymore, are they?
No. That's why I'm getting away with doing it because hopefully copyright or nobody at least cares.
Yeah, like the laws.
I've only had one of them come after me, and that was for the Lake Mead barrels.
Oh, well,
when they found when they started finding bodies out in Lake Mead, and they found one. So I made this one, and it's got a barrel on it, and it said "Visit Lake Mead Marina." But the owner of the marina actually got a hold of me. They're like, "Hey, we think it's funny and all, but no, man, can you take our name off of that? Dude, Lake Mead's cool, but just don't put Marina." I'm like, "Oh, I got you," and they were really cool about it.
Oh, that's
yeah, but you could have just changed the spelling a little bit or something, and it's kept the whole thing. It would have worked
or something. You know, I've done that before.
No, at least they were cool about it, man. You didn't have to worry about doing too much about it. You know, they could have been like cease and desist bullshit and brought you to court and all this other crap.
Yeah.
So
there's something cool about I've always been more drawn to a lot of the vintage imagery of Vegas, and
that's what it was cool.
Yeah, and you've captured it, and it's very, very detailed. You do a great job. You do.
Thank you, man. Thank you. And it's all done in house. You know, I mean, maybe 20 years ago, I called my friend Kareem, and I'm like, "Hey, can you make some shirts for the Vermin?" That same shirt you saw me wearing on that TV show for years.
Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, can you make me some shirts?" And he goes, "Man, I'll sell you the press for $150. And since then, I've just kind of done them all myself. And then when we started doing the TV show and A&E started making them, I stopped.
Right.
And you know, it's been like 8 years, and a couple of years ago, I was like, man, I started another band, and then I was like, you know what, it's time to get back into printing, and everything just kind of fell together, you know.
That's awesome.
old friend of mine who owned the first punk rock record store ever in Las Vegas, Wayne Coiner. He owned a place called the Record Exchange back then. He used to silk screen too. So he had a bunch of old screens for his record shop, for the radio, for the underground and the Record Exchange. Plus he had the Silver Slipper one. He had, you know, the legendary Stardust Cowboy one, you know. So I'm like, well, you know, he goes, do you want to buy them? I was like, yes, I would love to. So basically sold them to me for a pittance. And kind of got me started. And people just, there was so many people going, dude, where did you get that? I made it. Where can I get one? So I had to start one of those Etsy pages and do, man. So it kind of just all came together naturally, and it still does. It's not my job. I do it whenever the hell I want. I put up whatever I want. If you dig them, you dig them. If not, I'll keep them. I like them.
Yeah. Put up what you like, dude. That's what I'm saying.
What's great about that is it's history in image. It's very, very.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. I mean, even with the old flyers. I mean, these are all old punk rock shows that happened in Vegas back in the 80s, you know, and I've got a stack of these flyers. Most people don't. So I figured, what the hell? Let's put them all together.
You know, dude, that is such a cool idea to do the old flyers and stuff like that. I mean, there's so many, like out here in New Orleans, we used to have this. We used to call it the flyer wall. Okay, in downtown, there was this fucking wall that was probably
3 feet thick of flyers.
Yeah. It was
on top of flyers, on top of flyers, on top of flyers.
Yeah, man, and staples and everything inside it, dude. And it was like rust and paper and, you know, all this shit on there. But you knew any show you wanted to go look at that flower wall, make sure it's there, you know. And it was just an old abandoned, like it was at the end of the French Quarter. It was a building that no one used, and then was just boarded up. So they just fucking started using it as a flyer advertisement, you know.
That's the way to do it, man.
Well, yeah, those old flyers in New Orleans was like in front of One-Eyed Jacks. That's how I got started in comedy, because they would put, every time I worked at Cafe Maspero's, and every time I'd walk home, that they had a big flyer board right in front. And you see those old flyers, and one of them was a comedy show, and I went in and got on stage. And
that's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, that's how those flyers were priceless back in the day. I would love to get any of those back.
They're becoming priceless now. We're opening, they're opening up a punk rock museum out here in Las Vegas. So it's Fat Mike from NoFX, it's Fletcher from Pennywise. Wow. It's Pat Smear, who was in the Germs, Nirvana, and now Foo Fighters. It's Tony Hawk. It's a whole bunch of people all backing this thing. And they bought this building downtown, 2-story building. They're getting stuff from all over the world for it right now. It's absolutely. They got the Circle Jerks drum set. They got Johnny Thunders from the New York Dolls guitar. They've got one of Matt Hawk from the Sex Pistols basses. They've got, I mean, it's amazing. They got one of my basses.
That's awesome, dude. That's really
Somebody
fucking
needs
cool.
to hit me up, because I know this is the grossest thing in the world, but I know the guy who has the urinal from CBGB.
Really? Man, yeah. That would be. Talk about a good home for it, man.
Yeah, that would be really cool. And you know, that's an odd thing to say. Hey, you know what, guys? I got a urinal from CBGB.
It was so bizarre.
That's a piece of our history, man.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it really, really is, man. It's just something. You know, I've never been to CBGB's, unfortunately, but you know,
I got to go a couple times.
You know, I mean, towards the end, I heard it was just falling apart. You know, it was like really.
Well, it was kind of falling apart.
At the beginning, it was falling apart.
Yeah. I mean, just like shows and stuff, because they weren't putting any on, and it was just kind of like a bad scene around that area. But yeah, I mean, in all honesty, it was probably that way from, like you said, from the start. You know what I mean? There was
that was no man's land back then.
Yeah, and I mean, like, we've had venues out here like that. You know, people wouldn't want to. There was a fucking venue called.
Go where the cops don't go.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly right, dude. We had one venue that was fantastic. We used to play it, and I cannot. Dixie Tavern was the name of it. It was a little hole in the wall, and I guarantee you, when we played there numerous times, and every time you got the show there, if you stood outside for 10-15 minutes, you would be either offered crack cocaine, or you asked if you had some money, or
stabbed, or
yeah. It was one of those kind of joints, you know.
Vegas was the same way. It was the same way growing up here in Vegas, and I would say probably most towns.
Yeah.
Vegas especially though. I mean, there was the area that the I mean, we weren't allowed on Fremont Street back in the day. Just like the California punks weren't allowed in Disneyland.
Right.
They would see us with mohawks and purple hair, green hair, and they would literally come round us up and go drop us off on the other side of town in the desert.
You guys can go over here where there's hardly nothing. Go bye.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's what we did. That's what we did. We'd go to the construction site that our uncle or our brother or our friend was working at, and we'd steal the generator, take it out to the middle of the desert with a big piece of carpet, a couple halogen lights, and bands from all over the world played out there.
Hell yeah.
Conformity, Rob Zombie, punk, the Effigies. I mean, bands from everywhere played out there.
That's amazing, dude.
End of Low Sea Road.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just to say those DIY shows are just fucking incredible, dude. Like there was so much.
Greatest, man. 400 kids in the middle of the desert with no supervision and kegs of beer.
Yep.
Well, you've probably done. You've been in the scene for quite a while. And you've made an amazing career doing some amazing things, but a lot of people know you from well, not a lot. Well, yeah, a lot of people. I saw some. You most people.
Yeah.
I mean, from a TV show. How did that happen? Tell us about the show. He's religiously watched every episode.
Yeah, I've seen every episode. So.
I still haven't seen every episode. So basically the deal was me and Dirk, who was on the show with me, we were in a band called The Vermin for 20 years. We were half comedy act, half band. We would literally go 30 minutes in between songs just talking shit about ourselves, about the band before us, about the band after us, about the club, about the bouncers, about the president, about everything, just talking shit. It was a comedy act, and we played music. So he's an amazing tattoo artist. The man's very, very gifted. So he kept getting these calls, hey, we want to do a TV show. And fuck you, click. With some asshole with a video camera wants to make a TV show. It doesn't work that way. And it just kept happening over and over. And then finally they got a hold of him one day, and he's like, look, listen, let us fly you to New York. We'll put you up anywhere you want. Just let us have a meeting with you. So he was like, well, fuck. All right, cool. Flew out to New York for the weekend, met these people, and realized it was the guys that are doing Duck Dynasty and Pumpkin Chuck, Bucket, all these huge shows. And he ended up getting the show. So it was just him. Originally, I just went down to watch my friend, film a TV show. I thought it was cool as fuck.
That's cool, yeah.
And we were just talking shit back and forth while they were doing it. And they're like, okay, we need both of them.
Yeah.
So I got pulled in. So I'm not a tattoo artist. I've tattooed one person. His name was Germ, and he's been dead for over 20 years. So I am not a tattoo artist.
There's no art from him around.
right now, no.
No, there's no proof of me ever tattooing anyone ever.
That's actually like why I liked you so much on the show, is because that's kind of what I do. I just talk shit anywhere I'm at. And I just love the fact that he would be doing, like, he would have to be like, all right, I need to figure out what I'm going to do on this tattoo. And you're just like, oh, shit, that's awful. It was so entertaining to watch, man. I really liked it.
And a lot of it, a lot of it's television, man. A lot of it was scripted, down to the word. One time they even, like, they would send them back and forth. They'd film it, send it to New York. They'd say, no, do this. Send it to New York. Okay, do this. Okay, that's good. But one time we were talking about conventions. This is how specific these guys get with their marketing and media is. We were talking about conventions that happen in Las Vegas. I'm like, yeah, there's ones for snowboards, and there's ones for cars, and there's ones for strippers. And they're like, say Tupperware. There's one for Tupperware, because women the age 30 to 60 who buy more groceries will react to that more and buy from our commercials. And it's like, fuck.
That's
Really, it's that fucking intense, man. And
Get out of here, dude.
it was weird.
No, it is.
But- But it
yeah.
was a blast too. I mean, you know, we got to do a TV show. I've known it was in 18 different languages, man. It's around the world.
You know
I
what's
talk
funny
still
is
to this day, talk to people around the world. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Working
So
at-
somebody did your voice in like Cantonese.
Oh, it's
Oh yeah.
yeah. There's
what I
the
mean?
one that's in
I watched
one
a whole
that's in,
documentary on that. You know, people doing voices for other TV shows and stuff, and
Yeah.
it's so
Yeah.
bizarre that this is their life. So you gave somebody
A job.
That's
yeah.
all.
Yeah. When it comes down to it, yeah. And it was weird. The one that did oh shit, what do they speak in Brazil?
Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Portuguese. Yeah, the Portuguese one is fucking hysterical. Tatuagem. It's just hysterical, man. And I just see him as this like little fat guy, you know. What I mean?
Right. Man, look, I love the show. Like I watched it. I watched all the seasons, the 2 of them, and then I rewatched it like a couple months or probably about a month ago. Like I watched it when it was on, and then I watched it again about a month ago.
Right.
And it still holds up. It's hysterical, man. And like honestly, like just to watch the things that he turns that shit into it's mind blowing, dude.
That's got to be
Yeah,
hard. I mean, you have to have a vision to do that stuff. I mean, you look past the crap to see something a bit more. You know, that's a talent.
And you know, some of those pieces were fucking huge.
Yeah.
Like they were like
Massive. Like I don't see how some of those people sat through that shit. I wouldn't sit through no goddamn 18-hour tattoo. Are you kidding me?
I have.
let's tattoo you for 10 hours today, and then you come back tomorrow and do 8 more hours. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, it's fun. I love the fact when they go, yeah, I'm only in town for like 6 hours, and he's like, you know, like,
Yeah.
wow, I gotta do a tattoo on you that's gonna be like 15. Are you?
Yeah.
Again, television magic.
Yeah.
artist
Or
locally.
bullshit, whatever you want to call it.
Idea.
Either way.
Yeah, but like I said, I had an absolute blast with it. He didn't really enjoy it as much. We haven't spoke for since then.
Oh
Unfortunately.
shit.
Oh, I'm sorry
Really?
to hear that, man.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Well, I've heard talk that there's talk that he might be getting a little softer. So maybe we'll get back together and be cool. I hope. I don't know. It's been a long time. But
you ruined my fantasy of y'all be coming back.
what's that? No,
Yeah.
yeah, unfortunately, no. Because I mean, they did him dirty, man. You know,
Oh.
I mean,
Oh, really?
we still to this day ain't getting paid shit for it. You know, I mean, it's still showing all the time. It's still showing like on networks in different countries all the time. Like all of a sudden I'll get 45 requests from Germany and be like, oh, I guess BADINK's on in Germany now. You know,
That's that reality TV shit, that Bonham Murray and stuff.
they're still profiting off us, but we got kind of dicked.
Yeah, that's awful.
That's kind of fucked up, man. Because
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I forget what it's on. Peacock maybe might have you guys on like
Oh,
the
it's on
streaming.
lots of them. It's on Hulu. It's on
on-
Tubi.
Yeah,
it's on-
Tubi.
Yeah.
lots of those.
And I think that's kind of shitty because I mean they're making fucking money off you guys. Why can't you guys get a little bit out of that? You know,
It's because of the way that the contracts are written for reality shows. They just wrote them to screw anybody in it because like he's treated exactly like somebody that they would walk up to in the middle of the road and say, hey, can you sign this paper? He's treated as the exact same thing. It's ridiculous. There's this company called, I think, Bonham Murray or something that they do all the reality shows like the Kardashians and stuff like that. And now the Kardashians, of course, get paid for everything.
Oh,
But for most of those smaller shows, Ice Road Truckers, all those.
If you don't get to like a third season, you ain't getting shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
If we would have
bad.
got to one more season, we would have done great. But then they were like, oh, well, let's do Epic Inc. instead and not pay them too.
Yep. That's exactly it. They'll switch it up a little bit. And once they switch it up a little bit, they get either get rid of one guy or get rid of both and get 2 new people in. They'll get Kat Von D or somebody like this to take one of the places. And it's a whole new show. It's awful.
And they write into the contract that we can't do shit for a year until the last episode plays.
Jesus.
Us, they played the season, held one episode for 8 months, and then played it the night that Epic Inc. started. So 1 year from that day till we were allowed to do anything again. And by then, you know, I mean, we kind of, the ball was, so they
that's
put
messed
you
up.
in place. Yeah. But it's also cool as fuck because anywhere I go in the world, I run into people.
Yeah.
I was playing in Tokyo, Japan, and in this little itty bitty bar, no bigger than this living room that I'm sitting in right now. And these 3 little hot Japanese girls walk up to me and they're like, "Why are you here?" I'm like, and I'm tuning my guitar. I'm like, "I'm in the band that's playing next." They're like, no, "Why are you here?" I'm like, "I'm in the band. We're playing next. You can watch us play." She goes, no, we're in a band. We were just on tour in America and we saw you on TV every night. Why are you here?
What the hell's going on?
It was crazy, man. They couldn't believe it either. So it's
That's
a lot of fun.
badass.
Where I go, I get to run into people. And like I said, I've been working at a dispensary here in Las Vegas for years. So people come from all over the world to buy weed. And all of a sudden, "Are you that dude from TV?" Like, "Yeah, man, what kind of weed you looking for, brother? I got you."
Yeah. It upsells quickly. Rum, you were asking something and I couldn't hear you. What was it?
I was just saying that Flavor Flav didn't get paid for the first year and a half of when he was doing Flavor of Love too.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh,
now.
you know, the crazy thing about all those, remember those what Of Love shows that was like a few.
What was the one? Was it Brett Michaels? Didn't he have one too?
Yeah, he had one for him.
It was Flavor Flav, Rock of Love, which was fucking Brett Michaels. Then they did they spin it off with some of the girls from the shows. And then
they had Danny Bonaducci at one point.
Yep. They did all kind. But what happened? The reason, I don't know if y'all know the reason why those shows stopped.
No,
They one of the girls from, I want to say she was from the Rock of Love show. She got her own spinoff. Okay. And they were doing the show. And after about the 5th episode, it stopped. And everybody was like, "What the hell is going on? Why did we stop? Why is there no more episodes coming out?" You know? And come to find out, one of the guys that was on the show that she was getting close to, like one of the ones that she was actually, you know, you feeling the vibe or whatever, you know, like the whatever bullshit they were trying to pull. Before all this stuff was aired, he murdered his girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
Put her in a trunk and drove her, I don't forget how far down or whatever. And I think he was murdered by killed by the cops or something during that. So they didn't want, because I don't know if she ended up with the dude at the end or what, but obviously it was getting kind of close to that, so they had to cut that shit off because they didn't want murder on
got rid of it. I don't understand. It's just everybody loves a murder mystery. I don't
Hey.
I would have watched that one.
True crime.
I don't any of the fucking other ones, but I would have watched that one.
Hey! I'm not sure about the whole story, but what did she do? Joke. Sorry. What did she do to deserve it? That's all I'm asking. I don't know.
I have a feeling she ended up with a 5-gallon drum on one of your T-shirts.
Yeah, maybe. So. Oh goodness gracious.
Make a "Be Careful of Love" shirt for them.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, what was the one? What was the one where the lovely young lady just shit? She was like, it was. I swear to God, it's everywhere. It was the
one cup, dude.
No. It's it's the one with to where he nicknamed him. It was Flavor of Love, and one of the girls, they had the camera on her, and she's wearing this little short skirt. And a turd just falls out.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. They were all standing up, like he was like, he was like giving away like the
rose or whatever
it was, like cutting the slack or whatever. Yeah. So she was the one that had to go. And he was like, "I can't believe she did that on my carpet, man."
Shit happens, and it's sad.
Literally, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, she was probably wearing a thong. It was the same.
Yeah, they don't really screen those people too well.
I
bet. A couple people that they had with us that were just out of their mind. A couple of them disappeared. Like there was a couple episodes that never showed because You know, a guy would get half of it done, go back to his room at the Palms, and then the next morning they show up to pick him up, and he's not there. He's gone. You know, who knows if he's in jail? One of them did go to jail, actually. One of them did go to jail. I remember that. Like that night he got arrested, and they're like, "Well, fuck, he's out."
Oh well, he's gone.
Well, did they still have to pay y'all for the tattoos, or was it part of the show?
It was a per episode is what we got paid.
Oh no, I mean the person getting the tattoo.
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
So wait a minute. So he did all that work.
He flew those people in, paid for their tattoo, paid for their dinner, and flew them the hell back out.
Even the ones where they're walking down the street and stuff, and y'all are just picking on. That's my favorite part.
Second season part is a little more real. First season totally scripted.
Oh wow, okay.
First season 100% scripted. Second season, a lot of that was real, like the chick with the lawnmower and her crotch. 100% real. We were literally walking down the street and she just jumped on me.
Oh, that's awesome.
She's like, "Look, I gotta show you this lawnmower picture I got."
Exactly. It was
Show you
amazing.
my gravely.
So okay, so one of the sorry everybody.
Anybody knowing about it. So the weird backstory of BADINK was originally it was sold to TNT, to Turner. Ted Turner shelved it and started Tattoo Nightmare. Was that the other cover-up one? There was another cover-up one.
Yeah.
At the same time, there was Ink Master and I think it was Tattoo Nightmare.
I think there were like 3 of them in all.
And it was another cover-up show. So basically, he shelved us and took the idea and started this other show.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that did us, Michael Sharp, it was Sharp Entertainment. He went back to TNT, to Ted Turner, which is kind of unheard of, and goes, "Fuck you, this show's good. I'm buying it back." And literally bought the show back from him and then hand walked it into A&E. He called us the next morning and was like, "It's going to take about 3 weeks for me to get an answer because I just walked it in." He goes, "But I'll let you guys know within the next couple of weeks." He literally called the next morning. And he's like, "You guys just got signed for 32 episodes."
Damn.
That's awesome.
And it was quick. It was really quick. Like I was on with 100% all honesty, I was in Japan on tour with the band when the contracts came in and Dirk signed mine. I wasn't even here.
so you did the pilot and then just had to hold off until they picked up.
We did that. It was called a sizzle reel.
Okay.
Is what it was. So they do like a little pilot of the show basically, and then they shop that around.
Right.
Well, they were shopping it around. I went out on tour and did other shit.
That's so awesome.
It was in Japan, which was amazing. I'm in one of the most beautiful places in the world. I mean, there's little Ultramen hanging from the walls everywhere. There's huge Godzillas everywhere. Fucking great. I love it. And Japan's one of my spiritual homes. You know, I've always, as a kid, I grew up watching Speed Racer. I mean, I always loved everything from Japan. So I'm there, and then I get this call, "Hey, you're going to be on a TV show when you get back." Like,
that's so cool.
Where's the foot? Where's that money?
Yeah.
Japan, I mean, Japan has got to be with lack of a better way of putting it, a completely different world when it comes to.
God, yeah.
I mean, total culture shock.
Yeah.
I mean, how did they take in? I mean, the music you were doing over there. I mean, was it openly embraced? Was it like surprising?
They love anything. They love anything American music over there.
Oh,
I mean, the band I was in at the time was not good. It was not a good band. It was called the Bloodhawks, for God's sakes. I mean, it was not a very good band. The other two guys really didn't know how to play. I played guitar instead of bass. I'm normally a bass player, but they loved us, and just the people over there, just so warm. And I mean, it's the greatest place in the world to tour because you don't have to take anything but your guitar. You show up at the club, and they give you a list. Literally a list, like, do you want a 1970s Ampeg? Do you want an 80s? Do you want a 90s? Do you want a 2000?
Wow.
Do you want a 70s Marshall? Do you want a Fender Twin? Do you want a Fender Deluxe? Do you want a They got all there categorically stacked in the back where they just go and they pull it out. They put it on stage. You do your settings. You run a little sound check. They go across, put a piece of tape. They put your settings on that tape. So when you come back to play 6 hours later, your settings are exactly where they were. Your microphone stand is exactly where it was. It's the most amazing thing in the world.
Because we've all been
you're riding a train to get there.
we've all been in bands. Matt, have you been in a band?
No, I've never been in a band. I've done stand-up comedy for a long time, but I've never done music.
I mean, bands here,
It's the same thing, but you don't have to lug equipment.
That's the thing. I mean, you want to do a gig here, you're like, you have to bring the rig. You have to bring it. And it's well, we have a closet. You have to put it in. There's 4 bands playing. Where the fuck do I put this shit? And then you got to take, if you're the last one there, you got to take a chance in the hallway, motherfucker. You got to have somebody that standing guarding your shit. You know, but if they're offering, you just show up with a guitar or what? I mean,
fuck, dude.
It's amazing. The drums are there, the amps are there. We didn't have keyboards, but they have keyboards there. I mean, everything is at every single club.
Oh,
Man, that is so cool.
What about a keytar? I would love a keytar.
I want a keytar. I don't even play fucking music. Either.
Oh, shit, dude.
Hey, let's take one quick second.
Cigar box. They don't have.
Oh my god,
Dude,
that's awesome. Wayne, let's take a second to pitch to our little commercial real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, pitch it then.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, you to do it. You don't want to do it, so
you're
you
the
do
professional. I'm just saying. all right, guys, we're gonna take a minute to pitch to the Dorkening Network. We thank those guys so much for everything that they do.
Do you have a hankering for horror knowledge?
We have such sights to show you.
Do you require raging retro reviews? Do you desire discussions with devastatingly dashing dorks? The Dorkening Podcast Network has nearly 30 shows to satisfy all of your nerdy, geeky, and dorky needs, from horror reviews and celebrity interviews.
Hi, I'm Adam Green, the director of the Hatchet films and the star of Holliston.
Hi, this is Dominic Pace, who played the bounty hunter Gecko from The Mandalorian.
Hi, I'm Mike Price. I'm a writer on The Simpsons. I co-created F is for Family.
Hi, guys. This is Dee Wallace from E.T. and Cujo.
Hi, my name is Kurando Mitsutake, director of Gun Woman and Karate Kill.
Hi, this is Samantha Newark, the voice of Jem and Jerrica from the original Jem and the Holograms cartoon series.
As well as nostalgic trips into the past, pop culture, the latest in entertainment news, and so much more, featuring a variety of shows and hosts that will simultaneously enrage, enlighten, and entertain you. Check out the Dorkening Podcast Network.
My mom says I'm cool.
Available on iTunes, Spotify, thedorkening.com, and wherever fine podcasts can be found.
Yay, everybody clap for Matt.
Yeah, nailed it. Okay, and do you have anything to plug before we get back on the regular show? Websites, yeah.
I mean, you can get the t-shirts at the Etsy.com and look up Hardcore Las Vegas. That's where you find my stuff. But otherwise, nah, man, I ain't selling nobody nothing.
Badass. All right. Well, we'll make sure to plug it for you, and we'll put it in front of the screen or something like that when we get to it.
Right on. Appreciate it.
Are you ready, Matt?
Yeah, ready. Go ahead.
And there you go. That was the Dorkening Network. Those guys are great. We enjoy their stuff, and we're glad.
We love the Dorkening.
That's right.
Yes.
And we're glad we're a part of them. Like those guys were gracious enough to accept this show that talks about dicks and
farts
and farts,
jacking off. And apparently, I just found out.
Really weird.
I just found out that one of the shows might have a publisher for my book.
Yep. So yeah, you might be able to do that too.
So we're gonna advertise with them too soon. So it's gonna be a big thing.
Get off the rails here. I'm gonna get off the rails here like crazy terrain. Right, here goes. Matt. I'm not to avoid our guest, but I think he might find this an interesting topic. But Matt has been wanting to talk about his 2 buttholes for I don't know how long, and I need to know what that means.
Okay.
So, me too.
Yes, I have. I technically have
something before you start. I had just posted a picture of an old photographer took of me that I found in a box come looking for stuff for the Punk Rock Museum. And it was an old 80s picture of me. And the headline was, this kid, Rob Ruckus, was an asshole. And he lived with a guy named Asshole Rob. So I have 2 assholes in my post. So this is going to be interesting for me.
That's perfect. I was in the military and I have a bunch of stuff about that. All fair. So I'm in out of the military for a few years and I go to the VA in Orlando. And so the main thing starts when my ass just starts itching. And it's not my ass. It's not the hole.
It's not your ass? That's weird.
So
Whose ass was itching?
Well, no, it was my ass. I mean, I was scratching other people's asses, but this one was mine.
Of course.
Now, so here's the hole. Now the crack is here, and at the top of it, there was a second hole.
Were you shot in your ass?
No. No, I said the military thing because I was at the VA. So I immediately thought they were wrong because it's the VA and they don't know their dicks from their assholes either. So, right. But yeah, I have 2 assholes. I have my regular asshole and then I have it's called a pineal cyst.
Okay.
And it's like I swear to God, I went into the doctor's office and they got me to bend over at the doctor's thing. And huh?
Are you sure it was a doctor?
Well, the first one was a nurse, and she was a cute nurse, and she said that you got to have your pants down before the doctors. So I was like, all right, I don't fucking care. And I pulled my pants down, and I leaned over, and I thought it was going to be kind of in a position to where I would be like leaned over like a man, like I was good. No, it was ass up, like this, like I was about to get plugged. And, and did you see me follow it down? I was like, yeah, that's about right. No, but
Wayne's gonna do some private. I don't know what's happening, but there you go.
Yeah,
I'm abusing my child.
Go do it. But so yeah, he gets I think he called it a not a satellite. I can't remember what he called it. It was like a needle about this long, and he just shoves it in my top butthole.
Are we going to? Are you identifying with the top? I mean, is it a hole? Is it just a cyst?
Like, is it an actual like orifice that goes into your body?
Here's what I'll tell you.
You pucker that baby.
That's right. Does it work?
I don't have muscle control over it.
I was gonna say, is it like Play-Doh factory type thing that you can make different designs in the bag?
I wish to God that I could have 2 just separate.
You got the swirl?
Yeah, that's perfect. Oh, it's the coils.
It's the star.
No, I'll tell you exactly what he did. He takes the thing and it's like a needle, a metal needle, but it's not a needle. It's like flat on both ends. It's about that long. Sure. He sticks it in. It's a hole. I guess it's about like that wide. It's not big, but he sticks it in and he goes, you're going to be okay, Mr. Robin. And I said, why am I going to be? What does that mean? And he goes, he holds it up to me like just like this in my face. And he goes, and it's like to here. And he goes, it only goes about that deep.
Funny enough, that's not the first time you heard that.
No,
yeah,
I mean,
that probably was the first time he's only heard it only goes that deep.
Listen, the other hole goes so much deeper. I'm just saying.
Oh, Jesus.
Jokes.
So there you go. That I had to know who you finally got your 2 butthole story out, and I knew Ruckus to be the guy to have that story about.
I do appreciate that. I do appreciate you waiting for me to come around to bring out the double A.
Hell yeah.
Why not?
But also, I was gonna say Matt does have another story he wants to talk about. I knew that for a fact.
Well, the what I wanted to talk about was I would like Mr. ROBRUCKUS, the guy that I've watched make fun of other people's tattoos like forever, to look at some of my really bad tattoos that I have wanted to cover up. Would that be acceptable? Okay.
Not a problem.
So, and maybe we can
still.
I'm about to say, I'm saying this all the time.
That was my cross to bear walking away from the show was everywhere I go, somebody, hey man, take a look at this. You know, like, oh man, you're not gonna believe
There's
this.
nothing as bad as this one. Look at the crotch right here. Yeah.
Now, okay, so I'll say y'all can judge them all three. These guys haven't seen them either ever. So judging jokes, everything. I do everything based on comedy, so I'm fine. All right. So I'm still kind of nervous because they're embarrassing as fuck. Okay. So we'll go with the first one, which is I got it when I was 17. Sorry, I'm gonna take my headphones off here. All right, we'll go with this one. Let's see if you
can't hear us now.
17. What
can we see it?
No, we can't see that.
Is that what is that?
That fucking Spider-Man symbol?
Yes, a Spider-Man symbol.
Okay, all right, good. Got it.
I thought it was Hydra.
I don't see.
Oh, it's a spider. Okay.
You don't see it? I'm sorry. I'm gonna stay still.
It almost.
No, I mean, it's going back and forth between the other two dudes, not you.
Oh. Yeah, you got.
Oh, you got the other thing on. I got to keep talking. Okay, I'm gonna sing into the microphone.
There you go.
Sing into the microphone.
Oh, I've seen much worse than
there
that.
We go. Yeah, it is. I got it when I was 17. It is horribly done. But it's not the worst one I have, mind you.
No, that's not the worst.
That was number one.
For a cross-eyed
All
albino,
right.
that was pretty good.
Number two, I got this one in the military, mind you. I got these last two in the military. And they were both that the people wanted me to do a bad tattoo. And I thought it'd be funny. So we've got this one.
Don't.
That's a deliberate bad tattoo.
Okay.
I might have to move my camera.
Remember, you have to keep talking.
Yep, here we go. This
That's
is a Miller High Life can that I got tattooed on my leg because so I had gotten this part of my leg waxed. And my friend said, what kind of beer are you drinking tonight? And I was poor at the time, so I was drinking Miller High Life. So I got a Miller High Life can tattoo. And now those I'm embarrassed about, but this last one is the kicker.
This is what I'm scared of.
That I'm wanting to get like fixed. All right. And this is really bad. All right, ready? I gotta keep talking.
Oh, here we go.
Ready?
Here we go. That's happening. Oh, okay.
X marks the spot, baby. Oh yeah. This is a lightning X tattoo that my military friend said would be really funny for me to have. And it is incredibly not.
So you have a tramp stamp.
So
he does have a tramp stamp.
Those are my three awesome tattoos.
They're lightning bolts. Is that what they were?
Yeah, 2 lightning bolts on my lower back.
So when the guy does come,
on there.
It's just a perfect aiming spot for semen. That's what that is.
Well, it symbolizes the two assholes.
Yeah, there you go.
So, which was your personal favorite?
My personal favorite?
The can.
Yeah, well, the can, yeah, the can actually. But I had planned on, and I didn't do it. But I was the girl who did this, and the Ruckus, and she did the Die My Darling by the Misfits on my leg. Her name is Jamie Pabst, and she's from the Pabst Blue Ribbon family.
Oh, that's insane.
So we had talked for years about doing a Pabst can that went like all the way around.
Oh, nice.
You know, we're gonna do like my ankle with the full can, like around the whole can around the ankle.
That's awesome.
She moved to Washington, and we never got it done.
Damn her.
So that would be my favorite one.
All right, there we go.
I really actually personally like the High Life can because I think it's got a good story attached.
Yeah, I do too. I don't think you should get rid of it.
It's a part of your life at that point, right there. Okay?
Yeah, I'll definitely keep the High Life can. The only one I really want to get rid of is the X.
X marks the spot.
Yeah,
the military one.
Yeah,
the one you got in the military. That's the one you want to get rid of.
I got both of them in the military, but the one reason I want to get rid of the X one is because I also do professional wrestling sometimes, or I'm trying to get back into it, and so I have to have my shirt off, and it's I don't like explaining it over and over again. You know what I mean?
When people ask you about it, you could just say
It could have been a lot worse, man.
Yeah.
You've seen the show, right? You've seen the show.
Are you-
It could have been a way worse.
Do you want it
Dude,
gone?
you
Or
should
do you
have
want
seen
it-
some of the shit that you didn't get to see that was on that damn show.
Oh, yeah?
Really? Some bad stuff.
The prison tattoos that would come up to us, you know, the guy with the massive swastika across his stomach and, you know, Manson on his back. And, you know, I mean, the Manson one I kind of dug, but.
What can you change Manson into?
Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie.
No, he ended up just showing it to us, and it wasn't the best job. It could have been done a little bit better. I've seen better prison tattoos.
Yeah.
Did it end up more like Sling
No,
Blade?
it didn't
Rob
get
Zombie?
changed. That didn't get. He didn't get to go on. I just mean people that came up to us while we were doing all the filming. You know, like, oh, help me with this. You know, like,
yeah,
bro, there's no help in that. You know, it's a
you
fucking
have a-
swastika covering your stomach. There's nothing you can do. You got to live with that shit, fool.
You got to make it a windmill. It can be a windmill.
I support air power.
I think that's my question: is do you have that regretful tattoo?
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah. You don't have one?
No, I love them all.
Oh, there
I
you
love even the bad one, like my old black flag tattoo, which
Oh,
was done.
nice, dude.
But I
in
mean,
a-
that's not Black
It was
Flag.
done in a trailer park out in North Las Vegas at 3:30 in the morning by some biker that nobody knows his name, and he did a horrible job. But I ain't changing that. That's a badge.
That's a
Yeah.
bad. Right.
The one I have on my forum here is a devil. It's supposed to be Spitfire, like the skateboarding company, and
Okay.
the guy's name was Filth, and that tattooed me. And I was just remember thinking the whole time I was sitting there, and he didn't do a horrible job or anything. It's not great because it's old, but I just remember thinking like, you should never get stabbed by a guy named Filth. Like that's not smart. But it's after a while, I was just like, all right, whatever. I'll drink it.
Back in the day, though, I mean, there wasn't that many people doing it. Now there's just as many, you know, 7-Elevens as there are fucking tattoo shops here. You know, I mean, but back in the day, there was two. There was Dante's and there was Vegas Tattoo, and like good friend of mine, Jesse Baxter, and I'm in a band with his brother Riley now, who works at Dirk's shop. He works at Pussycat now.
Oh,
he was on one of the episodes, Riley Baxter. But him and his brother tried to open up a shop out here. Doc and his boys from Las Vegas Tattoo, the old biker gang that ran the place, broke into the place, put a sign on the inside of their door. So when they walked up to their door, there was a sign on the inside of the door that said, "You want to open this place, you come talk to us."
Woo!
They walked in. He's like, "How many artists?" He's like, "Me and my brother." He goes, "Okay, that's two. You're going to put him and him out of work." And they both just. So the shop never opened.
Yeah.
That shop never opened.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
So back then, sometimes you had to get a tattoo from somebody named Filth because there was nobody else.
Yeah.
Wayne, where did you get? I mean, did you go to shops or did you go to the homes? Where I mean,
I
just went to people's houses and got tats. So
I have a couple that are from shops. Most of the other stuff is from just people, randoms.
people.
Yeah, like I have a piece that I didn't get finished because the artist died.
Oh no.
It was
Wild tattooing you?
English, no.
Oh, okay.
English Craig was doing a cover on my arm, and he was so well known in the tattoo area. When he died, like nobody wants to touch it, and I'm like, come on, dude, I just want it finished, guys. You know, I'm like, I need it done. You know, and they're like, no, man, he can't. You know, you can't really touch his work. I'm like, fuck. You know. I mean, I get it. I mean, it's a respectful thing, but you know, it's also on my fucking body. I want to get it done. You know.
Yeah, you could now. It's unfortunately, you know, it's unfortunate. It's not like that anymore, man. Because
I know,
man, it's gotten ridiculous. There's no dignity left to the you know. There's no honor left in it. You know, I mean, fucking look at these kids with tattoos on their faces and necks and hands. Like you had to be in the tattoo industry or a fucking carny
that had it. Yeah,
back in the day, you know, you had to be a lifer, otherwise you did not get that. And these fucking 19, 20-year-old kids, they ain't lifers yet.
No, dude, they're fucking they're fucking SoundCloud rappers. That's what they are. They're fucking idiots, is what it is. It's a whole line of dumbasses.
You know what? When all that shit
It's not
started,
even just that though. It's becoming it's becoming country artists and other, just everything now. It's ridiculous. It's becoming a fashion.
Yeah. Models with fucking like scribble written underneath their eyes and shit. I'm going,
It actually says scribble. It says scribble.
It says scribble. Yeah, yeah. It says the word mistake, like
Daddy's mistake.
Right.
Even always tired, which is Post Malone. It's like, yeah, we all are. Life sucks, man. No, you don't have to write it on your face.
Why'd you put that there? I mean,
there was honor to it. You wouldn't touch anybody else's art.
Yeah,
you wouldn't do that on a kid.
Right.
That's how it was back then. You would tattoo a kid, but you tattoo his arm, his shoulder.
Like his first
day, whatever.
Yeah, their first tattoo, be like on their arm or something, somewhere where they can get it covered for a job or something like that. Right. Yeah. Nowadays they don't give a fuck, dude. They put it on like big spider webs on their faces and all this crazy shit.
In the 90s, everything got so litigious, and you could sue anybody. You could and if somebody punched you in the face, you would that's the end of their lives. Like at that point, there was no more fighting a guy to fight a guy or to settle a difference. It's if anything happens, it's the end of the world. So even there's no brotherhood.
You housed them.
Yes. Yeah, we fought. We all, and that's the thing is our generation. I mean, Ruckus, we don't know your age or anything like that.
52.
Okay, yeah. So I'm 47, and we're all in that same generation of stuff. And it's like we grew up different. We really, really did. We grew up. I think we were the last generation that really had to fight to get stuff and to move stuff. Now kids are getting stuff handed so easily, with the internet and everything else.
There's no appreciation for anything anymore. You
bringing it all back around. They don't have to go to the flyer wall anymore. God damn it!
You're right. Exactly. They don't even know what a fucking flyer is.
This is it.
You got that's your flyers right there, dude. You go and you just paste it on fucking Facebook or Instagram or something, and that's all you.
Today it was MySpace.
Yeah. Hold on real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh fuck me.
Yeah, no. Back in the day, it was.
Holy shit, dude. That's cool. Wow, dude.
And the flyers never were supposed to survive. And
wasted youth.
Wasted youth. You saw that too, huh? That was awesome.
When I first got into wrestling, that was my first tag team name.
These are all going in the Punk Rock Museum. So
are they? That's awesome.
Oh yeah. First time that NoFX played in Las Vegas in 1987. It's I mean, there's just so many. It's crazy.
I'm saying that because I'm really
brilliant.
Fucking moved by this. I know this is weird, but we just saw something that's going to be in the museum.
Right.
Yeah. That is. I'm sorry. That is just fucking cool to me.
Yeah, me too, dude. It's fucking mind blowing, dude.
And hopefully, man, and if you or anybody watching, has stuff like that, go to the Punk Rock Museum's website. They want everybody to send their shit in. They're covering every inch of that place in flyers. They want some kid in Indonesia to be able to walk in and go, "That's my band."
Yeah,
anybody, even if you've only played one show, do a high res scan and send it into them. It will end up on those walls.
Well, what if it's
cool.
an item? I mean, is it the same thing? You can contact them if you have an item or can get an item.
Yeah, if you've got stuff from the old punk scene or even the new punk scene that would fit in there. Yes, there's instructions on the website.
Sweet.
It's the punkrockmuseum.com.
I'm sure they would help with your urinal. That sounds like a big thing.
It's weird because when you go to his house, it's mounted on a it looks like an icon, like you would go into a Catholic church.
Yeah.
There's candles
Like
on
a-
either side of it. There's a urinal in the middle. There's the part of like a carved section that was ripped off of the paneling that was outside the
overhang in the front.
Yeah.
The overhang up front, yeah.
And it says you see CBGB, and then it says something else like some half a girl's name. It's like some graffiti, but they just ripped the paneling off the fucking wall.
Right on.
He stuck it right on there. He's like, taking all this away. I'm taking everything I can get. I don't fucking care if it's a kitchen sink or the fucking urinal.
Exactly. Because I don't know.
really
I know at one point there was a excavation team that went in and packed that place up like that. Because I remember when they took the bar apart, there was like a skeleton of a rat in there, and they bubble taped that motherfucker in there, so it's still there.
Wow,
So whatever all the pieces to CBGBs are, other than the toilet and the.
I know the lady that she worked right. It was like the last 3 years that place was really booming. On occasion, you would walk into the club and they would have pay your money to get in, and they would have a crock pot full of just fucking food.
Chili.
Yeah, well, sometimes it was chili, sometimes it was sloppy joes, sometimes it was fucking nacho dip.
Right, yeah. Started off as Hilly's Chili.
Yeah, but no matter what it was, she has the crock pot. And then
wow, dude.
She's got the crock pot signed by different people that performed there. A lot of them were just randomness, but there's some names on this fucking thing,
Wow.
It's fucking cool to have that,
That would that is something that belongs in there.
Yeah.
And it's the ugliest fucking thing you've ever seen in your life. She had it. But
because I mean, there's so many stories about like the Dead Boys jerking off into that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, so that belongs there.
I agree, dude.
Music history.
Yeah, have them please have them look at it's called the Punk Rock Museum.com. You put it in Punk Rock Museum Las Vegas, it'll pop up. Trust me.
Pop up. There's so many. I mean, there's the genres of music. There isn't just the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There isn't just hip hop. There is more music out there and more people that added to the whole scene that they don't get enough recognition. And if you were even had a finger in that scene, we're able to even see something amazing, raw and live that it was all part of that history. And
exactly. Without the Germs, you wouldn't have had Nirvana. Without Flipper, you wouldn't have had Green Day. I mean, it's all these bands came from somewhere that and
it's crazy.
I'm part of that somewhere.
And that's awesome, dude. That's like so fucking cool.
Originators are far and few between.
Yeah,
and a lot came.
Most of us are dead.
But I mean, really, is there any new originators? I don't see it so much. I mean,
there's still cool. There's still some badass shit happening out there. You ever seen Amyl and the Sniffers?
Who is it?
Amyl and the Sniffers from Australia.
No.
Check them out, man. I just went and saw them last week up in Oakland at the John Waters. John Waters does this thing once a year called Mosswood Meltdown. And it's in Mosswood Park, and John Waters introduces all the bands.
Nice.
And oh my God, man, they were one of the most energetic acts I've ever seen in my life. They were amazing. So yeah, there's still great new stuff coming out.
Yeah, do me a favor, man. When we get out of here, make sure you send me that name on Instagram so I can remember who they are.
Will do.
Yeah, that way I can look.
Actually, if you go on my page and go back a few, there's some video that I shot.
Oh fuck yeah! All right, cool.
That's pretty cool.
It's good that somebody out there's doing something new.
Yeah, man.
But I appreciate new if they tip their hat a little bit to those who came before.
Exactly. That's where magic comes from. Is you take that's what I like. What I'm doing right now. I'm playing in Self Abuse, which is one of the first ever punk rock bands in Las Vegas. We're recording an album right now. Plus, I play with the Souvenirs. The Souvenirs is like New Orleans music. It's old 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s jazz and standards and stuff like that. So we do a lot of Cab Calloway, Louis Jordan, stuff like shit
cool.
like that. So, but taking this, because I had to, I've only recently learned all this walking bass, and that jazz shit's a whole fucking different animal than
it's a monster.
Your
but
ad
it's a
fingers
lot
doing
the
jazz
same.
bass.
The intensity, the movement is a lot the same still.
Right.
So taking parts of that from jazz and putting it in with the punk rock band now is fucking rad. And that's where, when you mix those things together, that's where magic happens.
Right.
That's where new music comes from. That's what I'm always looking for.
I think it's phenomenal. I think it's good that somebody out there is doing something that is going to continue that road that was laid down before them, that people can identify with, and they go, oh, I like this new band, but where did they get there? And you can trace it back.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an homage here. I can hear this here. I can hear this here. I mean, sampling is good and all, and I do a lot of that with some of the side stuff that I do. I do some weird mixing and things like that. But when you really break down a good original, and you can see throughout the new people coming up, the lineage, the new people coming out, they're like, I appreciate this. I can see it. I respect it. The respect goes a long way when it comes to music.
I don't know, guys. I'm really into K-pop right now.
K-pop?
Dude,
I remember I was into K-pop.
I love Japanese bands, man.
Yeah? I was joking. I don't know any good ones.
I got a bunch of Japanese bands.
I love that baby metal, though.
K-pop, but it's
yeah. I love baby metal, but other than that.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Before we get out of here, Ben, I want to say a couple things. One thing is, I sat down and talked to some of the local guys that are here, and I tried to school them on respecting the old school guys that laid the tracks here, and like a lot of these
leaders, man.
A lot of these new kids don't. They're just like, yeah, whatever, we don't care. I'm like, dude, you don't understand. Like, without these dudes, you wouldn't fucking be here.
But there are still kids there, and there's kids there that I know that are doing it too, because I also do work with cannabis. I've been doing it for years. The first kid that I ever basically cured her cancer with cannabis oil lives in New Orleans now.
Wow.
She was in the Metairie School of Rock for the last few years.
Yeah.
Her name's Ruby. She goes by Faye.
Nice.
And she's I love that kid. I don't fucking like kids. I love that one. I told her one time, because she watched the Souvenirs practice over here, which is the jazz band, and she was in town one day. I'm like, hey, come watch us practice. See how see something different. And when she went back to New Orleans, she ended up sending me a message and it goes, hey, I was like, I originally said, I want to do a song with you singing. And she's like, oh, I don't know. She goes back to New Orleans after watching us practice and then sends me a message. She's like, okay, I want to do It's Raining by Irma Thomas.
Wow. Nice.
Like, how the fuck does this 13-year-old girl know Irma Thomas and fucking It's Raining,
That's so good.
The kids do know, they're figuring it out. And sometimes it takes a while. You got to figure out what's new for you, and then you go back.
Yeah.
I did the same thing when I was a kid. If it wasn't punk rock, I didn't want to hear shit about it,
Yeah.
I didn't want to listen to Townes Van Zandt when I had the Dead Kennedys.
Any other thing I want to say is, Matt, before we get out of here, you need to discuss your
my flub
exit protocol. Yes.
Okay. Well,
what was the two buttholes again?
Well, no, this is something different.
No, nothing to do with his double buttholes.
Do you have the video ready?
Of your double
okay. Well, no, not that. Before we get to that, I wanted to thank you for your work in the cannabis industry, because I've heard a lot of help of it goes through to PTSD stuff, and as a veteran and everything, it's one of the worst things to deal with in the world. And it's not even veteran stuff, because
myself, it's kept me off opiates for the past 9 years.
100%.
It helps for all kinds of things, man.
Yeah, but I felt bad we didn't get a lot of time to talk about that, and I don't like to keep things serious, but I'm serious. That's a fucking awesome thing that you do, man, and it's
I appreciate that.
Well, I mean, you know, that only means one thing, dude. It means you have to come back once Matt.
Oh
says,
yeah,
we'd love that.
Exactly.
You know,
I'm all good with that, man.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you had a good time, man, we always want you to come back and enjoy.
If I didn't have a good time, I'd have been gone by now.
Right? See, there you go.
Okay.
Good time, not a long time.
That's right.
Okay, so I guess last.
I don't have a video of it, so you just go ahead and tell them.
Oh, damn it. Okay, well, we'll get the video up when we talk about it. I guess I'll probably do it on a TikTok or something.
Yeah.
So when we interviewed Mr. Eddie McClintock, the actor, you might know him from Warehouse 13 or a million different Lifetime movies, stuff like that.
He was in Shooter. He was in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he's a good actor. He's a good manly man kind of guy. So we're saying bye to everybody. And by the way, that's the first time I've interviewed. You're the second big interview I've had on this.
He's never had a guest.
Yeah.
Well, right on. Well, I'm honored to be a part of it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. However, we're saying bye. And shut up. At some point, the guy, I think he says before everything gets started, he goes, "Man, I only hang out with guys I like and appreciate, and I just love you guys so much. So thank you for having me." And everybody goes through their things. Wayne says, "Yeah, man, anytime. Thanks for coming. Awesome." And Rum says, "It's so great to see you, brother. Awesome." And I say, "All right, love you too, man. Bye."
He was like, "I love you."
I was like, "All right, love you too. Bye."
Good night, Pookie.
It got pop real quick, didn't it?
It was great. It was great. It was so good. And we I just kind of let it skate because we were all getting off and it was like, whatever. And I was like, "Oh, Matt's really excited about this guy."
I'll tell you, I had no clue I'd done it. No clue, not even an inkling until today. I was editing that episode, and my wife listens while I edit because she likes to listen to the podcast and everything. And she goes, I'm playing it, and I played it, and then I was like, "What was that?" And I rolled it back, played it again, and then I pushed the button real quick to cut it off. And she goes, "What the fuck did you just say to him?"
So good. And you know, since you did do that, from now on, you have to do that for every guest, or all the guests are going to feel horrible that you don't love them too.
That's only fair.
Don't leave me hanging, bro.
So, dude, Ruckus, thank you for joining us, man. We really appreciated you to come out, take your time to hang out with three morons, this bullshit around, dude.
Absolute pleasure, man. Just hanging out in the living room, man. We're good.
And look,
that was a blast, man. Like I said, you were the first person I've ever spoke to that has two assholes. So
there you go. Look at that.
Might be the first time you ever spoken to three of them at the same time.
That's right.
You'd be surprised. I played bands for years. No, that's happened.
And he was also on that show. We had to talk to those people. So anyway. Damn, that's crazy. 5 assholes on once.
Yeah.
Because Matt's got 2.
Technically 3.
Oh, 3. Yeah. I don't want to know where the third one's at.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, thank you for doing this. And like I said, you're more than welcome to come back anytime, dude. We'd love to have you on.
Right on, man.
Even if you just want to pop on the bullshit with us, you're more than welcome, dude.
And you need to go get this man's t-shirts off his Etsy site.
Yes.
Oh yes.
There is some fun stuff there, man. There's some fun out. And if you don't see your size or color or something, send me a message, man. I'll get it printed up within a day or 2. I plan on printing again tomorrow, so there'll be new shit up.
That's fucking cool, man.
Very cool.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I was your host, Wayne.
Rum Guy.
I am the Matt Robin. Thank you again for everything.
And that young man joining us was Mr. Rob Ruckus.
I'd be Rob Ruckus. I love you. Have a good night.
All right, love you. Bye.
And as always, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, remember to keep it metal.
parting with such sweet sorrow.
Go ahead and run. Run home and cry to mama.
Okay then. That's it.
Get the fuck